Hi, my name is Marissa Remy and I'm an intuition and energetics teacher. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can instantly overcome any bad habit, whether you've been struggling with this bad habit for decades, whether you've tried multiple different approaches to letting go of this habit, or if it's just something that you just want to instantly let go of and you don't want to go through all of the hard work and trials and tribulations of getting this out of your system. So we are going to take actually a neuroscience approach. We are going to outsmart our own brain and our own behavior with this practice. You're going to ask yourself a beautiful, beautiful question that's going to actually start to create new neural pathways inside your brain. This might feel uncomfortable. You might get a headache. You might need some water. Whatever it is, allow yourself to have that. We are going to ask ourselves the question, what is the payoff of this bad habit? And at first, when you ask yourself that, you might not think of anything, right? But you don't know why you do this bad habit. You don't know why you can't stop biting your nails or you can't stop being late for work or something like that. It's just happening. It just feels out of control. But keep asking yourself that question. What am I gaining? What am I getting out of being unable to stick to a healthy, clean diet? You're getting donuts. You're getting junk food. You're getting joy and pleasure and comfort through food, right? What are you gaining and what are you getting from being late to work every single day? You are lowering your boss's or manager's expectation in yourself, right? You're not putting yourself, if you were on time to work every single day and showed up as the A+ employee, then they would probably give you more work. They probably have more responsibilities for you, more expectations for you. So by continuously sabotaging yourself minute by minute throughout the day, you're actually getting a huge payoff from that. We don't realize often that all of our habits actually do have a huge payoff for us. And I learned this when I first read the book Existential Kink, which I've read over a dozen times. I cannot recommend this book enough. It is so, so good. But one of the ways that I realized how our habits truly rule our life is that I think in one part of the book, she was asking, what's your favorite part of your day? And nobody would say, my favorite part of the day was seeing an accident on the side of the road. But if you were to follow around all of these people throughout the day, what is the part of the day that actually made them stop and stare? What is the part of the day that they literally slowed their car down in order to enjoy something, right? When we see an accident on the side of the road and everyone's rubbernecking, we might not consciously realize, oh wow, I'm really enjoying this right now. But the reason that our nervous system and our brain and our consciousness enjoys an experience like that is because it offers variety. We get bored. We want something interesting to look at on the way to work. We want to be emotionally pulled into something. This is why horror movies are so popular. Movies and things that pull at your emotions have been so popular for so, so long and have been a part of our everyday life for so, so long. Humans are wired to enjoy an experience, whether it's a positive experience or a negative experience. So keeping these things in mind, that there is some payoff, that you are gaining something from continuously doing this bad habit, that can actually set you free. When you realize what you are gaining, I realized, like, I used to have such an intense craving for vanilla froyo ice cream. I can see it in my mind now, like the vanilla froyo in the cup. I once was doing a cleanse, a parasite cleanse and a gut cleanse, and I couldn't have any ice cream at all. And my craving for this ice cream was insane. I couldn't even sleep because I craved this ice cream so, so much. And I was just telling myself if I could have a little bit of my vanilla froyo, then everything would be okay. But deep down, I knew that that's not the truth. I'm breaking this habit. I'm setting myself free from having to use junk food and use different things like vanilla froyo as a crutch in my emotional and spiritual journey. So I knew that I had to sit through the discomfort, and I knew that that craving was actually revealing something deeper to me. And it was. When I was craving ice cream, what I was really, really craving was a hug from my grandmother. My grandmother passed away at a young age, and I didn't realize how much I had been missing her for so many years. I didn't realize that every time I had that craving, it was like my grandmother connecting to me, whether you believe in all of the supernatural stuff or not. I definitely do mediumship work, so I have a lot of experience in this, but maybe that craving feeling was her reaching out to me the same way that I'm reaching out to her, or me craving that grandmotherly advice and love and guidance. At the time that I was craving that vanilla froyo, I didn't yet have my mediumship initiation. I didn't yet have awareness of those types of spiritual gifts or an awareness of how to connect with my grandmother in any way. I didn't have an altar for her. I didn't know that my soul even craved that. I thought that I was struggling with ice cream. So when I realized the deeper level, what my soul really, really wanted in the ice cream was actually my grandma, that's when I went and I made an altar. I'm literally staring at it right now. I see her beautiful face in front of me. I created a relationship with her. I started to do more rituals and ceremonies to feel more connected with my maternal lineage, as my dog is connecting with her kicking abilities, to feel more connected with my maternal lineage and my ancestral lineage and my traditional foods. And I honestly have not craved vanilla froyo since. I've had vanilla froyo. I love vanilla froyo, but it's not something that is keeping me up at night and is like this really intense, panicked feeling from my soul. And so often our habits, whether it just be eating ice cream every day or having chocolate at the end of the day, like these are food habits, but it could be the way that you talk to your partner after getting home from work. Any of our habits, I can guarantee you there is a deeper payoff and there is a deeper reason that our soul is doing this. Your intuition has been trying to talk to you for so long. I don't even know how long my intuition was trying to show me that my grandmother wanted to have a relationship with me, or that my soul wanted to have a relationship with her, that I was grieving and that I needed to finish this grieving process. I have no idea how many signs from the universe I missed. And so how that materialized within me was this bad habit, this intense craving for something that I knew was not actually healthy for me. And that might be what you are experiencing too. And if you're experiencing a lot of bad habits, it's okay to be honest with yourself and admit that to yourself. That takes courage, and I acknowledge you for that. I would rather be friends with someone who can admit to themselves that they're experiencing a lot of bad habits than someone who's pretending that they have it all under control. Because energy doesn't lie. We can see it regardless of whether or not you want to admit it to yourself. So being able to let go of our bad habits, being able to step into a new energy can simply come from admitting it to ourselves. That's what it was for me, admitting, wow, I am grieving. And that's what this bad habit is. This bad habit is unprocessed grief. And when I could realize that and see that, I no longer am plagued by unprocessed grief. I'm no longer plagued by these habits and these things that I desperately have to do. They're like addictions almost, right? No matter how hard I try, I can't break this habit. That's kind of like an addiction. So when we can have these tough conversations with ourselves and rewire our neuroplasticity and allow our soul to actually heal and meet our deep intuitive needs, that's when we don't have to do these habits. That's when we don't find ourselves stuck or using crutches to get through life. And that's what true sovereignty and freedom is all about. And that's what your soul incarnated to experience: sovereignty and freedom, not to have to be a slave to a chocolate chip cookie. You need a cookie every hour in order to get through the discomfort of life. You need a cigarette every minute in order to process all of the pain of this plant. Like, the goal is to be able to enjoy the cookie, to enjoy these things if you want to, but to have the freedom to not be a slave to an inanimate object, to an ice cream cone, to, I also have OCD, to having to turn the light on and off 500 times, to not be a slave to these things and allow ourselves to be free. It really can come from having these tough conversations with ourselves. And this is why I hate the word journaling. I personally love journaling, but what we're talking about is so much deeper than journaling, right? We're not just talking about like, hey, open your journal, jot some stuff down. We're talking about asking ourselves questions that are designed to access our subconscious mind, the seat of our soul, to get real soul wisdom from our higher self and incorporate that into our life right now, right away. It is really, really beautiful when you're able to do these sorts of practices. I like to call them soul mapping exercises, because journaling sounds so superficial in comparison to what we're really doing here. This is about sitting down with a piece of paper and changing your whole life, setting yourself free, giving yourself the confidence, the self-trust, giving yourself you. This is where, when people are like, I'm me again, this is what leads to that. Having these conversations with yourself. And you deserve to be someone who's free from all of these things that are holding you back. I believe it. So even if you don't have that confidence right now to set yourself free, or you're not sure exactly how, I want you to know that other people are rooting for you, and other people see that freedom looks good on you, that health and happiness look good on you. And if you need additional support in how to let go of your old habits, how to instantly rewire your mindset to feel unstoppable, to feel healthy, happy, and in control of your life, you can get a free 7-day trial to my Temple of Earth Wisdom, where you can access my entire library of energy healing practices, of rituals, ceremonies, EFT, neuro-linguistic programming, absolutely every type of practice that you could possibly need to instantly rewire your mindset to feel healthier and happier right away. People have experienced things as small as like listening to a 5-minute subliminal audio and suddenly don't have a desire to do the bad habits that they couldn't seem to shake before. This is exactly what led me to creating the Temple of Earth Wisdom, and why I'm so, so happy to be giving you a free 7-day trial so that you can poke around, check it out, start to see some progress and benefits, and you can cancel at any time, but I know that you probably won't want to. I'm so, so glad that we have found each other in this giant world. I know that life can feel sometimes stressful, sometimes heavy, and every video that we get to spend together, life gets to feel a little bit lighter, a little bit healthier, and a little bit happier. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Marissa. I'm your intuitive teacher and energetics healer, and I will see you in our next video.